Spencer. Sorry about that, guys. Some technical difficulties. Here we go. Oh, the picture on here looks fine. Took an hour to go through the first half last week up in Bowling Green, so we're now under 3 minutes to go. They've got a 1st and 10, ball spotted about the 14-yard line. To left. Like I said, no score here. Of course, last week's game was low scoring too. Trent, you and Spencer were up there, 7-6 at halftime. So between their offense and their defense, 20 is aiming to keep this a low scoring in their favor to benefit from low scoring games. Keep it. Stensby will keep it to the left though. And down. Forward to go on the score. Heading. Jarrett Willis. Well, no. Who's that? Number 21. It's going to be Gabriel Stevens attempting the extra point. Zeidler will hold. I don't know if Riverside has faced an extra point attempt this year. Snap, set, kick, good. They practice that quite a bit to make sure they get that down pat. So Swanee's going to take a 7-0 lead here with 2:04 to go in the first quarter. Here in Swanee. I want to welcome you into our press stand. Sorry about the technical difficulties. It's sometimes hard to get signal up here. James Shannon, Trent Legay, he's all set for rain. I'm just hanging out, wearing free gear. Actually, if I turn the ball cap around, so I've got multiple teams' gear. If you want to give me free gear, I'll wear it. But anyways, we're having a great time. I had a great drive down. Because the broadcast kickoff isn't ready yet. All right, let's turn it around. Here you go. And you set for kickoff game. Start forward, kicks away, good boot. It's a pretty good boot. Andrew sophomore with the return. Out of its bounds. That's where this mentioned earlier, going through the starting lineups. It's different for quarterback. Since they went into 8-man football, 2012 through 2016. So this year going with the sophomore I formation. He'll give it to Trahan, who's the junior running back, and he'll pick up a gain of about 7. And he got stopped inside the 30, so it'll be a gain of about 7. Bring up 2nd down and about 6 yards to go. I want to thank you for joining us up here on the mountain. Had a fun drive up. We'll have a fun drive back. I want to update y'all on some of the games this weekend. Of course, like we said, Bowling Green Christian host scheduled that game, I believe, for the last week of the year. They both have that weekend open. Hendersonville Christian Academy up at Drakes Creek Park. So, preview the games, talk to other people you want to hear from. I formation, black under center. 2 down linemen for Strives, and they're forced to punt. So good job converting on 3rd down, 3rd and short for the night. Drops, looks, in the pocket, fires deep. Oh, out of the hands. Coaches tell you all the time, get your hands on it, you better catch it. You ever heard that?
I mean, I've heard it before, but being a lineman, you know.
Oh, well, we got gun formation for Black, flanked on either side. Ends right. Black. He'll give it up the middle to Klein. It was Whitworth early on some of the plays. Klein is there. One of the seniors on that team. Bring up a for the end of the quarter. Of course, Swanee ate up time with that veer formation. Riverside, it's going to be a pitch, and Whitworth's going to, well, Klein's going to fumble it. He bobbled it inside the 50, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. When we come back, Riverside is going to have a third and long, actually fourth and long, rather. We're going to have a fourth and about 15 yards to go, 14 yards to go. When we come back for the second quarter, you're watching the Extreme Game of the Week here on 8-Man Extreme. For the punt, kick is away. Oh, that's close to being blocked by Jalen Tillman. It's going to get fielded by Toombs inside the 20, Toms rather. Across the 30, trucks a man at the 30. That's yeah. Get to see our smile. All right, Toms is back up and walking. We keep up with pop culture here. With Tucks, and he's going to go down about the 40-yard line.
Someone that's impressed me so far this game.
Hearing his nickname is Pup. How do you get that nickname? That'll bring up a first down for Swanee. Good job by the senior quarter.
Covering with the back, so more with my defensive line.
Well, but I'm counting 5, 6, 7, 8 seniors for Swanee. Hall. All right, Klein's in on the tackle, depending on how bad your depth perception is. Depth. 3rd and 2, ball at the 39-yard line. Stinsby under center, next in the backfield. He'll take the snap. Looks like he was the right, so bounced back to the middle. Stinsby did, kept it up the middle across the House Christian's first game of the season at Hendersonville Christian. Oh, handoff to Zeiler. Ball's on the ground, and it's going to get picked up by Klein. That's the... So here's their last 3 drives. Fumble, touchdown, fumble.
On every team, you got to be sure you know how to secure the ball in your arms. If you run that...
Yeah, it's team, and you know you got to be able to. If you're run heavy, you got to be ready. Pistol formation. Wide to Hall on a quick throw, and he might have lost about 3 or 4 on that.
Blocking from, I guess it was.
It looked like it almost could have been.
That's what I thought was. Around. That's the sound.
Pistol formation on in motion. He'll get to that. He's in the backfield. It's Jalen Tillman. Big number 77. Played his first year last season out of Baltimore, Maryland. Tillman with the big stop.
Sewannee's playing a much better defense than what I've seen them play against Bowling Green. I mean, they just couldn't make it to the backfield. And here it looks like they make it there.
Well, the play selection's been about 50-50, so they've been effective stopping both the run and the pass tonight, but with Bowling Green being a very pass-happy team, you know, it's a little bit harder to defend that. Pistol formation for Black. Looks like he's got Trahan wide right. 2 receivers. He's going to fire deep. Looking for Trahan. He's got him at the 45, down at the 40, and that'll bring up a first down for the Knights. Looks like Riverside decided to put one of their better playmakers out. Throw the ball up and let's see what happens. And you almost think, you know, with the trouble that Sewanee had last week with the passing attack from Bowling Green, you would think that, you know, Riverside's going to go ahead and spread it out and open it up. You know, Hamilton had 250 receiving yards last week against South Haven. So, I mean, if you've got guys like Hamilton and Trahan, you might as well spread them out and, you know, put the ball up. Let the sophomore put the ball up and see what happens. I formation. Black's under center. Trahan's in the backfield. Nope, that's Klein. Klein across the 50, gain of about 3 on the play. Looks like Stevens and Zeitler were there on the tackle. Second and 6. 6:50 to go here in the second quarter. Now the Knights do get the kickoff after halftime. Black in the shotgun, drops in the pocket, steps up. Really nice job, steps up, almost intercepted, in and out of the hands. Number 20, that's Stephen Zhu.
Kind of glad that was an interception because I wasn't catching it on camera. I got kind of caught up in the play.
Really great play, and they let Black, great job, great pocket presence from Black. He came back, felt the backside pinch in, so he's just stepped up into the pocket, stepped into his throw, but it's one of the problems sometimes with having a smaller sophomore quarterback. You can't get as much on the throw, as much touch.
And number 77 had great pressure right there, made him scramble, get out of the pocket and throw, but it could have been a pressure interception.
We got something going on here. Let's see what the official comes up with. And I think they're telling him to run not run 15 seconds. Yeah, they left the clock running when they should have stopped it. Yeah, they kept that clock running, and really great job by the officials catching that extra 15 seconds there. It had been easy to not get it, but staying on top of it. Top-notch officials. Black's going to be in the pistol. 2 receivers wide left, 1 wide right. Black takes the snap rather. Throw to Trahan. Trahan across the 45. Oh, and a big stop there down to the 41-yard line. That'll bring up a 4th and 1. 6:20 to go here in the second quarter. Now they're going to mark it about 4th and 3.
Number 77 on Sewanee, he had good pressure again on that this game. In the last game I watched it when it was him against Bowling Green, I didn't feel like he made much of a noise, but he's coming in here, guns blazing.
I'm enjoying watching both number 77s go at it, Colton Thorne and Jalen Tillman. I formation, Black will give it to Klein, and Klein is going to get smothered at the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up a turnover on down. Swanee will take over with the ball. 5:51 to go in the second quarter. They lead 7-0. Trent, possibly a couple number 77s that we could see up in Dayton. If they keep having, if they play their whole season like they're playing tonight, I mean, they're both making impacts on the game.
Yeah, 77 on defense. Or on offense now. Right now for me, yes. But the 77 on River.
Oh, Zeitler's still in bounds! Zeitler's still in bounds across the 20! Down to the 14-yard line. Oh my gosh. Zeitler tracked down by 3 Riverside defenders about the 25-yard line. And what concentration to keep his feet in bounds and escape. I mean, he just a great presence of mind to stay in bounds and continue to go and not just stop. Be first down. And that was already a big run by Zeitler, and then a play like that could make a top 10.
Yeah, that was a good way to interrupt what I was saying, just because a big play right there.
Stensby with the keeper to the left. What were you saying, Trent?
Oh, I feel like right now I haven't seen 77 Riverside make that much of a noise as the 77 on Sewanee, but the 77 Sewanee is right on offense and defense.
Yeah, number 77 for Riverside, Colton Thorne, a senior. Jalen Tillman, 77 for Sewanee. He's a junior. First year playing last year as a sophomore. He's a big dude. Sewanee runs that veer. Stensby trying to catch his breath. Down goes under center. Takes the snap. Oh, ball's on the ground! And it looks like Sewanee could get that one. Yeah, Sewanee, Stensby's going to come back up with it. Just miscommunication there on the attempted handoff.
What's that Greek person called? Ezekiel's heel? Something like that? Something heel, but right now that's Sewanee's
Achilles heel?
Achilles heel. That's Sewanee. That's fumbling is Sewanee's Achilles.
Look at Trent pulling out the Greek. Wow. Stensby under center. Play fake. He's going to keep it to the left. He's a big dude. He's a senior. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of the 10, down at about the 6-yard line. First and goal.
Now, this is one of the games that could go either way for me and you, because you picked Sewanee, right?
I picked Riverside.
Oh,
I picked Riverside. You picked Sewanee. So.
No, I picked Riverside.
Did you pick Riverside? Oh, we both picked Riverside. And they haven't done terrible. They really haven't. I mean, it's 7-0, 4 minutes left. They're knocking on the door, and it could be a 14-0 ball game. But I mean, that 2 touchdowns can be, it could be scored in a second. You never know. Stensby under center, keeper up the middle, and he's in for the touchdown. Sewanee will go up 13-0. We're gonna have the extra point attempt here. Gabriel Stevens.
I don't know. Just Sewanee doesn't feel it. I mean, not Sewanee. Sewanee's playing with a fire right now, but I just don't see Riverside playing with what I've seen them play with before. They look a little. I feel like the first touchdown kind of took a little bit out of them, but they really need to get a fire.
And it's good. 14-0. And of course, they had the bell ringing over here to the left. Trent, I don't know if you can. Second quarter, 3:44 to go. Thank you for asking, by the way. And Trent, I don't know if we can get a shot of that bell over here to the far left. Of course, they've got the chapel and the gym and all the dorms. But over here to the left, there's a bell that they ring every time there's a score, and it's been there for forever. I remember them ringing that when I came up here and played back in 2011 when we used stone wheels. Anyways, 3:44 to go here in the ball game. Sewanee leads 14-0.
The student turnout for this game was pretty impressive.
Well, that's going to happen when all your students live on campus there, Trent. When half of them do, at least. Yeah, pretty much. Gabe Stevens to kick it away. Starts forward. Good kickoff. Wow. Bounces inside the 10 and goes into the end zone with a blow for a touchback. And he hadn't had bad kickoffs so far, but probably his best one yet right there.
I don't know how many times you've been in this field, but I've been to this field. This one will be my second time. First time I left with a W.
I've been here twice. We come up. I played for Christian Community School as a senior back in 2011. We came up here, Swanee's first year having football, and they came away with the win. And that was back in the days where Swanee was 8-3, 8-4, and they're looking strong this year. They've been down for a few years. Actually, they went winless 2 years ago. They were 0-8. Pistol formation. Black is back there. 2 receivers wide left. Black will roll left. Fires for Hall. Hall's across the 35, the 40, the 45, 50, 55, 40. Across the 35. Down about the 30, and that's going to... We might need to get an oxygen tank out there for Hall. Good little play there. A 30, 40.
If they had the film from the Bowling Green Sewanee game, they would see that they don't really do that well against a pass team, like defending the pass.
Well, and like we mentioned earlier, Riverside can do that. They've got John Trahan. They've got Adam Hamilton. 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 30. 3:25 to go in the second quarter. Black's under center. I formation. He'll give it to Trahan, trying the left. Trahan bounces outside. Still has room and a gain of probably about 8 on the play.
Yeah, Riverside has a really nice, well-balanced offense. You got the receiver, you got the people that can catch the ball. You got the quarterback that can get them there. And when you need the ball, run. If you need the ball, you run up the middle, run to the kick to the outside and run. Just give it to Trahan.
We've got pretty lucky with this weather. Haven't caught anything dangerous yet. A lot of wind, so something's coming. Maybe we'll take halftime, set up our canopy, 10x10 canopy we have. I just jinxed us. It's going to start raining in 3, 2, nothing. We're going to get a timeout from Riverside. .316 to go here in the second quarter. Great setup here at St. Andrews Swanee, and I know we say that for every school, but really nice setup. You got the baseball field out here to the right. Soccer field in the outfield. That's all right. That's how it was at my alma mater. Looks like mini soccer goal. Where we can't see, and of course they play soccer here on the football field. Off to the left, the chapel. Pretty nice setup, actually. I think I ranked this pretty high 2 years ago when we did this, ranked number 2 or 3.
Well, I mean, that's kind of going to happen when you're literally the baby.
True. That's very true. Back to action here. 3:16 to go in the second quarter. Information. Back in 2-by-1, 2 3 down lineman. Black looks, fires out wide. Oh, just out of the reach of Klein. What was it? Was that Whitworth or Klein? Klein, okay. It's hard to tell that 5 from the 9. Is he a foot shorter? Okay, gotcha. Well, this is Whitworth here as a freshman, so that makes quite a bit of sense. Freshman versus a senior.
I like seeing what Riverside's doing. They're going to the pass.
Yeah.
Because the game we watched, they went to the run.
Right. Well, they figured it out. You know, they can't put 30 carries a game on John Trahan. You can't do that. You got to spread the ball around. Black from the pistol. Now looks. Oh, he's chased down by Big Tillman. Big block there in the backfield. Black throws, and it's incomplete. Throws the ball away, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 3 after a big run by Trahan. 2 straight incomplete passes. Boy, you saw Tillman from Swanee. I think Black's life flashed before his eyes because all he saw was a big old boy coming for him. All he could do was just roll out and throw the ball away.
Yeah, no, I don't like this because I don't like this form of playing, but you might have to chop block him. I don't like.
Oh, come on!
But 77. I've been watching him against their 77, and he is just mowing over him right now.
We're gonna get a timeout now by Riverside. I believe their second timeout of the quarter. We're gonna step aside. 2:42 to go here in the second quarter. Swanee leads 14-0. We're back here at St. Andrews Swanee. Riverside Christian Academy Knights, St. Andrews Swanee Mountain Lions. Lions lead 14-0 here in the second quarter. Oh, and Tillman jumped. Well, are we going to get a false start or offside? False start on the offense. And that was on 4th and 3, Trent. Martin moves it back to a 4th and 8. And, well, that definitely changes your strategy. You don't want it to. You know, if Riverside could have scored here, they'll get the second half kickoff. So you score here, halftime, and, you know, you got a shot to make this a ball game. But this makes it hard. They're going to go for it.
It's going to be a pass.
Center Trahan in the vicinity of the play. Well, it looks like I'm them, and so it'll be a turnover on downs. Ball gets spotted. They need to stop that. They added probably 15 seconds. First and 10. Stensby center for the Mountains. Veer formation. Stensby will keep it. Looks for the option. Now he rolled to the left. Now he will pitch it to Zeitler. Zeitler looking for the corner. Turns and he's out of bounds. Looks like the Knights like Jace. Well, that was it's number 8, Crutchery Zell on the play. It looks like they have to make sure he goes out of bounds because an incredible play by Zeitler down here about the 15-yard line. Managed to stay in bounds and still punch the ball. Well, he didn't punch the ball in, but he gained an extra 5 yards afterwards. So.
Yeah, you know, that lateral wasn't forward this time. It was back this time.
A lot of controversy over the game-winning play last week up at Bowling Green. Video evidence suggests that it was a forward pass, but can't change the outcome of the game now, Trent. Stensby will give it to Zeitler. Oh, Stensby will keep it down to the 50-yard line.
One thing going into this half, Riverside needs to get talking to their offensive line. Their offensive line, if they can just get their quarterback at least 3 seconds, 3 to 4 seconds in the pocket, he'll be able to make plays. But right now he's only getting about 2 seconds to like 1.5. Right,
well, he's got a big dude. Usually it's number 77 coming down on him, and you know he's not a bigger quarterback where he can maybe make him miss. So Stensby keeps it to the left, forced out of bounds by Trahan, and that should bring up a first down. But we're under 2 minutes. Actually, at a minute 23. Yeah, I don't know why that clock's still running. I stopped it at a minute 20. They need to tack about 30 more seconds. They need to tack about 30 more seconds onto this clock. 2 backs in the backfield. Stensby under center. He'll keep it up the middle. He'll get stopped by
Oh.
looks like big number 55, Gus Hill, in on the play. 8th grader in on the play. Of course, his older brother. Older brother, one of the, he was a starting quarterback 2 years ago. I don't know what they're putting in his Wheaties, but they ought to keep it going. Stensby under center. Takes the snap. Keeps it up the middle. Cross the 35, and he's hard to take down, but he's down about the 31.
Have we seen a pass play yet from Swan?
I want to say maybe one, but I don't know. I don't think we have.
I think I have a theory. I think they're going to wait. Swan's going to wait till like a semifinal game or a really, really important game, and they're just going to throw it all the time.
And then they're going to spread it out and throw it because they're not expecting to throw. Yeah, makes sense.
All they do is run.
Under 15 seconds to go here. This will be your last play of the half. Stensby to the left, forced out of bounds about the 26-yard line.
Also their defense. I've seen them fumble it 3 times already. So you're going to want to be, when you go in tackling the ball, you're going to want to be punching that ball, which you're supposed to do every single time you tackle. But you're going to be wanting to punch the ball when you go in and tackle him, because they don't hold on to the ball like, you know, some other people might. But like, because they fumbled it already 3 times.
At this point in the ballgame, Trent, if you're Riverside, you really do want time to run off that clock. We're going to get a timeout now from Swanee. Looks like their coach is wanting to communicate something before that. Maybe we'll see a pass play. 7 seconds left. 1st and 10.
Pass play or a field goal, we don't know how good
we don't know how good their kicker is. We might see a field goal. That's very, very possible. Trying to see if I can spot Gabe Stevens. I think he is out there. And I'm not seeing 21 on the sidelines unless he's covered up. So we could be seeing a field goal attempt here. Of course, the timeout would have bought the 30 extra seconds. 14-0 ball game. This would make it a 17-0 ball game.
He's out.
Yeah, Stevens is out. He's got the block. We're going to see a field goal attempt. This is genius because this makes it a 17-0 ball game, which means Riverside cannot get 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points and take the lead. They'll still be a point shy. Field goal attempt here. Snap, set, kicks away from Stevens, and it's no good. Wide left, and a minute, 1.8 seconds to go here in the ball game. And we might see a Hail Mary try here from River. Yeah, that wind kicked up right at the wrong second. And, you know, on the ground level, it may not seem like much, but when you get up where we are, about 20 feet up off the ground where the ball was, that wind can move it even so slightly and just, you know, knock it off its target. Possible Hail Mary attempt here from Riverside. They do get the ball after halftime, so you make something happen here. Even if they don't score, just to get momentum. Just to try to make a big play and go into the half with confidence. To say, hey, let's come out and do something. You know, we still got a whole second half to go. 2 receivers wide left, wide right. Black fires. Incomplete. The wind kicked up with that pass. And that's going to do it for the first half. Swanee leads 14-0.
And
sorry, don't mean to bra.
Is anybody's stream messing up right now? The people that are watching?
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what's going on with. We're not trying to do bubbles. Okay, I think that fixed it. There we go. Well. All right. Well, let's do something that'll hopefully fix that. There we go. James Shannon. Oh, that Vanderbilt hat about went where it belonged, which is down on the ground. Very far down on the ground.
Tennessee.
If you say so. James Shannon, Trent Legate, here up on the mountain at St. Andrews Swanee. We're here at halftime. Mountain Lions lead Riverside Christian Academy 14-0 on a field goal try there at the end of the half. Actually, 1.8 seconds left, and Riverside tried a Hail Mary. But Trent, here in the first half, of course, Swanee doing what they did Saturday when you guys saw them against Bowling Green. It's going to be a ground and pound, burn the clock, run the clock down, low scoring, which is what they specialize in. They've won their last two opening games of the year. Last year, they won a 12-6 game against Franklin Christian doing this same offense, or Franklin Classical rather, in the season opener. So this ground and pound offense that, you know, no other team in the league runs. You know, it's something that teams aren't prepared for. You know, even if you practice it all week, you know, you still can't truly prepare for it until you get here to the field and make the adjustments.
Yeah, I would say probably two teams in the conference I feel like they can shut down Sewanee's run, and that is both Colts and FCA. And you know how dominant their defensive line is. So I feel like you have to be that dominant with a defensive line to stop them.
Well, they will play Franklin Christian later on in the year. Actually, we'll have the broadcast of that game September 22nd. I believe it's the 22nd. We'll have a doubleheader where we will cover these guys at 4 p.m. And I have a feeling the game won't take too long because it's, yeah, we've only been going for about, it's not even been an hour, and we're at halftime here. So we'll have a game here in Swanee, and then we will shoot up the road to the Webb School, about 45 minutes away, hopefully. And we'll hopefully get up there in time to do Franklin Classical at the Webb School. So we'll have that matchup, and of course, Christian Community and Swanee haven't played since 2012. Swanee leads the lead in that series 2-0. But I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for checking us out. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with the second half. You're watching the Extreme Game of the Week here on 8-Man Extreme. Alright everyone, welcome back to St. Andrew Suwanee here in Suwanee, Tennessee. We're coming off halftime. The guys get 3 minutes to warm up. Riverside Christian Academy Knights and the St. Andrew Suwanee Mountain Lions meeting tonight. Of course, Riverside leads the series 3-1. Overall, 6-2 if you count in their 11-man days in TSSAA. Which, of course, both these teams came down from TSSAA. Suwanee in 2011, Riverside in 2012. And they've both had success. Suwanee went to the playoffs 2 years in a row. Riverside's won 3 out of 5 MTAC. They've played in 3 out of 5 MTAC bowls that they've had since they came into the league. They're 3-4 in MTAC bowls. So we're getting set for second half action.
Yeah, I really hope Riverside, I really hope their coaches went to their linemen, not their defensive linemen. Their defensive linemen's doing good, but went to their, well, defensive lineman is their offensive lineman.
Yeah, it's usually the same thing there, Trent.
Yeah, but I hope they talked to them about their offside, how to get on number 77 from Suwanee, how to stop him getting through the offensive line so quick, because he is dominating that offensive line right now.
Yeah, Jalen Tillman's definitely been a force here in the first half. Junior out of Baltimore, Maryland, so representing well. So second half getting ready to start. Riverside will get the kickoff. Suwanee leads 14-0. Both teams with, of course, all their timeouts. Does Suwanee get the kickoff? Yeah, Suwanee does get the kickoff. There is a slight lack of trust. You're slightly biased. We're talking to the Riverside Christian Academy camera. Are we allowed to put you on camera?
Why would I lie to you about them getting the ball, though? You know what I'm saying?
Did we get him on camera? There he is. So, anyways, we're just up here having fun. What's going on? Thank you for watching. Suwanee does get the kickoff. So all that analysis that I said in the first half about Riverside getting momentum and getting the kickoff, disregard all that. Just throw it in the trash or wherever you put your garbage.
Everything else you say, oh.
I think I stepped on Trent's foot. I thought that was Stephen Jew back there. Did you know? Oh, I killed myself. Riley Hall getting set to kick it away. Starts forward. Good boot down to about the 25-yard line. Ball bounces, picked up by Jew. He'll start right, come back left. Now come inside and eaten up by the 8th grader, number 55, Gus Hill, getting down the field, making the tackle.
65.
Was that 65? That was number 65. That was the junior John Spiegel with the tackle.
Where is he?
He is a junior. Boy getting down the field. So Suwanee will get a 1st and 10. They run what's called the veer. 2 backs in the backfield, 5 down linemen, all tight. Stinsby under center, or whoever the quarterback is. Oh, we got a jump. They were trying to get Riverside to jump maybe, or they just didn't hear the snap count. So we'll get a false start penalty, 5-yard loss on the play. Something interesting from last week's game. Suwanee with 27 minutes of possession time and a 48-minute ball game.
Yeah, it's
A little over 50, almost 60%.
well, I mean, they do the ground and pound game, and when you do that, you get about over 4 yards per carry, and you march down the field like that, and that chews away your
Well,
clock.
you know, you get 5 yards. You get 5 yards of play. But you know, if you get 3 yards of play for 4 plays, you get a 1st down, right? But if each of those plays you get, you know, you burn 30 seconds off the clock. By the time you go 4 downs, you've burned. Wait, I got to do that math. Hold on. I'll get back with you. Burn a minute 20 off the clock, almost. Stinsby under center. Starts left, he keeps it, pitches it out. That was an actual lateral. And Zeitler down to the 40. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. What? Trent wants to say something. Say something.
I'm going to say anything.
I dare you. I double dare you.
That was a good play.
Good play. Good call. Trent trying to be more positive. I've disregarded that motion. It's all right. It's all good. 3rd down and about 2 yards to go. Stensby under center, veer formation. He'll take the snap, play fake, keep it up the middle. Got across the 5-yard line.
I really like how they aren't doing like what they should be doing, but they're doing better.
Well, and I'm not seeing a lot of arm tackling either. I mean, there's a lot of solid. I've been at one of the practices. They work on that a lot. So, he's going to keep it to the right. He's going to outrun the safety. 10, 5, end zone, touchdown. I was literally plays. And then Stensby takes it. Nothing. We're pending the extra point from Gabriel Stevens.
Out to the right side because the end it looked like in the middle to the quarterback keeper and right into the outside and just able to.
Yeah, that end. Able to hit the extra game. There's a lot of support from you guys. We've had this YouTube channel. This is now 4 weeks. We've been broadcasting on YouTube. We have now had, so that's really, really awesome. Thank y'all so much for your support. He starts forward with the kick. All of our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We do have a Snapchat, but I don't know how to run Snapchat. So, yeah. But YouTube is one of our big platforms. Of course, we got our game broadcast going on. You can catch Extreme Radio every Sunday, 4 p.m. Get the best coverage, analysis, interviews, everything you want to know about Tennessee and Kentucky 8-man football. It's every Sunday, 4 p.m. Myself, Spencer Thompson, Trent Legate. Got the broadcast there for you. Black in the pistol formation for Riverside. First time on offense this half. Pass out to the right to Hamilton. First time they've gone to him today. He's got a little screen out to the 40. And it's first down. That is the first time they've gone to Hamilton tonight, which is surprising with 250 receiving yards last week against South Haven Christian and 4 touchdown catches.
I do like what Riverside's doing, though. They're starting to get some, you know, they might have been saving him a little bit, have some fresh legs to go catch and run that ball. But I like what they're doing. They're going into the pass because they know Sewanee isn't the best at covering the pass downfield. Even though they are good, but they're just not the best. So I'm liking it. And one thing to mention, this is a 100-yard field, not an 80-yard regular 8-man field.
Black, great job stepping up in the pocket. He's going to run it. Makes one man miss, cannot miss the second miss. That was Zhu on the tackle.
That was you or you?
I thought it was Zhu.
No, it wasn't you, it was you.
No, it was Zhu. We had some fun with that. I'll bring up a third down. About 6 yards to go. They had a good gain there from Hamilton on the down pass, but Loss of yardage there on the play. 3rd and 6. On the side, he'll give it to Klein. But he'll get brought down just about 44 yards down. And of course, they've had 2 or 3 punts in the first half. I believe 2. Went for it on 4th down a couple times and didn't get it. They're going to go for it here. You have to go for it here, Trent.
Oh yeah, right now you being down 21, you have to go for it pretty much now the rest of the game. Especially, it's just what you got to do because you're playing catch up now.
Black hands it to Trey, and he's got that first down. That looks like Riley Hall on the carry, rather, across the 50. Flag down at the 45, though. Let's see what we've got here on the play.
Yeah, but like I said, Riverside playing catch up, so they have to climb up the hill because they just started rolling down at the beginning.
Got a face mask called on Swanee. Looks like the penalty was declined, though. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for Riverside. Oh, no, it was not declined. It was accepted. They'll march off another 5 yards, tacked on to the end of the play. 1st and 10, ball at the 44. They're ready to go as soon as the ball was set. Black in the pistol. He'll take the snap, drops, fires wide for Trahan. Trahan makes, well, he didn't really make anybody miss, across the 45. Good coverage there on the left side on the play. Stevens is going to have to come out. Helmet came off on the play. You're going to have to substitute somebody in. We've got a timeout called for Swanee. Looks like maybe a helmet malfunction. Now Stevens is still going to have to come off the play. Oh, can he go back in? He can go right back in? All right. Well, it's not like Swanee's having to conserve their timeouts, so if the scoreboard will get that correct, they'll be down to 2 timeouts now for Mountain Lions, who lead 21-0. 7:52 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
I do remember someone that was making a pretty big impact on the last Bowling Green Swanee game was number 52. He was someone that was laying the hits down in that Bowling Green game.
That's a senior, Justin Elguhari.
It's been more of the 77 kind of defensive show today.
Yeah, Tillman's definitely stepped up. Just one of those 8 seniors. I didn't realize Swanee had 8 seniors on the roster, but they do. So a lot of leadership there.
Whole offensive and defensive team.
2nd and 9 for Riverside. Oh, they made a man move. Coach not happy about that one. Trent, something interesting about their defensive line that, I mean, I kind of kept an eye on it. They got Tillman, big dude.
Yeah, I know you're.
And then they've got, and on the strong side, and then they got little number 3.
Well, if you watch what number 3 does, he's bear crawling to try to get beneath their line. As you see
Jarrett Willis,
right
yeah, I just saw that. I saw that. And Elguhari with the tackle brings up a 3rd and 5.
Here comes back number 20. Number 44, he had to come out. He hurt his hand or something. He had to come out and get licked out real quick, and he's back on the field.
Yeah, number 44, Blyce Zeitler. One of the seniors on this team. He's been around the program for a minute. Pistol formation for Black. He'll take the drop. Take the snap, rather. Drops, looks, fires across the middle. Completed to Hamilton inside the 30. And that'll bring up a 1st down.
That's a real good pass to throw it in traffic. You can still get it to your guy.
And that was a laser right into his gut. A little over 7 minutes to go. There's plenty of time for Riverside to make something happen. I mean, you might want to start dialing up some onside kicks possibly. Or a squib or something. I mean, they're booting it pretty good. They're not getting really good returns, but you got to try to create some sort of turnover. Black in the shotgun, snap, fires it. Oh, in and out of the hands.
There was no right there to get an easy pick-off right there.
Daniel Hall, yeah, that would have been easy. Daniel Hall, the freshman. Try to make the catch. Riverside breaks the huddle. Looks like they're going to go I formation. Black center, Hall, Trahan at running back. Michael takes the snap, gives it to Trahan to the right. Trahan tries to find the edge, and he's dropped. Just on the other side of the 30, Emmanuel Toms.
Let me just not talk about football real quick. Let me not talk about what we're watching. I like the weather right now. Like, this is the kind of weather I'll look forward to during a football
It's
game.
cool. It's like 70 degrees, if that. A little windy. Got clouds in the sky. I formation, black, play fake. Drops, now rolls left. Good protection. Up, looks, he's going to have to throw across his body. Fires, and just over the head. Back. Of course, black. That's on. Several Riverside players sporting those. 6:06 to go here in the third quarter. Suwannee leads 21-0. Pistol. Fourth down. Trahan's at quarterback. He's going to roll right. Escape Tillman. Trahan fires deep. Oh, over the head of Hamilton, who was open. If he could have just put a little less touch on it, he could have gotten up over the head. Looks like Steve and Evans.
Yeah, that was a really hard pass to make. You know, throwing across your body. Yeah, on the other side of the field. It's coming from Trahan, who isn't, you know, your quarterback. So.
58. Back to a pound attack, which Stensby ripped off a really nice touchdown run, about a 50-yarder on that opening drive of the half. So they'll bring up first and 10. He's under center. Right. Ball's on the ground, and Zeitler will recover.
Was that a fumble?
A lateral that didn't go right. Ball was on the ground. Under center. He'll take the snap. Gives it to. Yep.
You count that as a fumble on the team. That'd be the fourth fumble so far this game.
Technically. No.
4 fumbles in one game. That's not good.
4 fumbles, 2 lost. Not great odds. You don't want to bat 50 per. You don't want to bat 500 when it comes to turnovers. You really don't. Stensby under center. It's now third, about 12. Stensby's going to keep it to the left, down to the 35. He'll be about 4 yards shy, about 3 or 4 yards shy of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. And I believe they're going to go for it. Looks like they're going to go for it. Oh, another calling punt. Going to bring in Gabriel Stevens, their kicker.
Will this be their first punt of the game?
This will be their first punt of the game. And they're going to send, looks like Hamilton deep to field this punt. Now this wind just kicked up. So oh, that's a terrible kick. Down just on the other side of the 50, and it'll bounce out of bounds. That wind had just kicked up when they got into position. And it looks like it came off his foot pad also.
Yeah, like I said, I was a punter for a short time. I was a starting punter for 1 year.
For a jamboree.
For my sophomore year in Pleasant View. And yeah, that sometimes happens when you get the bad snap and you try to get it and the player's running at you. You want to get the ball away because you would rather get some yards than getting a loss. So you just try to get it away as quick as you can. Sometimes it just messes up and you hit the side of your foot.
So not a great punt on that. Didn't mean to be negative, just not a great punt.
I mean, you were negative. I gave the reasoning of why it happened.
Well, yeah, that's what we do. We're a team. 40 ball on the 46. They've moved Trahan to quarterback, pistol formation. Trahan will take the snap. He'll roll right. Oh, they cut block him. Fires in and out of the hands of Hamilton. And it looks like they, looks like 77's hurting.
Yeah, they're starting to cut block on number 77.
Yeah, he's hurting. He's hurting after that one.
It's a big lineman. I hated that. Especially, that's like I told you, that's what messed up my left knee. I have a pretty bad left knee right now because someone cut blocked me.
Yeah, it's something that it's illegal and it should be. Pistol formation. Trahan takes the snap. Quick throw out to Hamilton. Quick screen inside the 50. Under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. That's third and about 7 yards to go. Ball's going to get spotted at the 48.
Could do what I used to do whenever someone clipped me. I would just kind of get my foot over on them, kind of step on them a little bit while they're on the ground.
Trahan looks, fires deep. Ball's kind of in limbo and intercepted by Stinsby. He'll get brought down from behind just across the 35. Trahan threw that ball and it just kind of hit a wall almost with that wind, when that wind kicked up and it was just floating. And that's what you don't want as an offense and a quarterback, just, you know. It almost looked like it was a balloon. Like when you play with balloons growing up and you don't have helium in it, so it just kind of wants to sink. You just pop the balloon, bounce it back and forth, and it just slowly came down. Do it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Well, look when you play balloons. It just slowly drifted down, and Stinsby was able to grab it.
That one picked up going for that long.
Friesel.
And he brought in a pretty big hit right there against number 18.
First pass of the day attempted for Stinsby.
Was that one-handed?
That was a one-handed interception. That was a BJ interception. Not PB&J. J. Odell Beckham Jr. for those of y'all that don't follow football.
Well, how would they know who he is?
Google. People know how to use Google and YouTube. They're smarter than you give them credit for. Shot is Trahan. Left, right. He'll take the snap. He'll keep him up like Pac-Man. Keeper up the middle. But 10. So you got a 21-0 lead. But here's the thing: they can give up 30 turnovers, potentially 5, and they've still got. I mean, that's something you've got to bring in check. Because, yeah, playing that's fine. But when you get to playing teams like Webb, you can't just give the ball away like that and expect to keep it. I mean, they're going to capitalize on these turnovers. We've seen that a lot this year. It's now third and 10, rather. Ball at the 46-yard line. Under a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. If you're Riverside, you got to get a sense of urgency here.
You want to score here if you're Riverside.
You have to. Trahan will get the snap. They're going to pitch it to Hall to the left. Tillman from behind drags him down across the 40. And there's going to be a fourth down. And about 3 yards to go.
You know, they're going to have to go for it here. It's just whether if they're going to try to punch it up or if they're going to go out in the pass.
Yeah.
It's going to be really hard to try to run up the middle and get your 3 yards or cut it outside because they're doing pretty good on containing the ends right now. Okay, on the ends are doing good right now containing the run on the inside.
Seconds to go here in the third quarter. Trahan is in the shotgun, flanked on the other side. Actually, it's kind of a pistol behind him, beside each other. Trahan takes the snap, bobbles it, hands it off to Tillman. Well, that wasn't even Tillman. And Riley Hall, not down, shy, and it'll be a turnover on down. And bobbled that snap, gave it to Hall. Hall would not go down easily. But despite that, it's still now a 1st and 10 for Swanee. 11.8 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And now it's going to be, if there's any chance for Riverside to come back, you got to every time.
Yeah.
And that also means you have to stop Sewanee every single time they get a drive.
Well, I mean, it was good on the 2nd drive. The Swanee just now, a little bit earlier, you know, they forced the punt. That's what you have to do. You can't.
They forced the punt, and they got the interception. So right now their defense is doing really good.
Now this was kind of like, well, the team with the most points is going to win the game.
Well, usually
Illegal.
like Sacred Heart, you mean?
Like unnamed teams.
They're not in our conference anymore. We can talk about it.
Georgia's done that several times. Stinsby under center. He'll give it to Zeitler on the right side. Zeitler comes back to the inside. And stopped inside the 40. Down about the 39-yard line. And then quarter. Swanee's put a touchdown on the board the first drive of the 2nd half. Up here in Swanee, up on the mountain, you're watching. All right, we're back for 4th quarter action. Swanee, Tennessee up here on the mountain. James Shannon, Trent Legate with you here on this Thursday afternoon. Tomorrow night, you're not going to want to miss Lighthouse Christian School's first game of the season. They're traveling to Drakes Creek Park to take on Hendersonville Christian Academy. That's a 7 p.m. kickoff right here on 8-Man Extreme. Stinsby with the keeper to the left, and he's dragged down. That's number 65. That's Spiegel on the tackle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add on a little something about tomorrow's game. If I'm right, the quarterback for Hendersonville and passing yards pass.
Double back and handoff here. Oh, good stiff arm across the 45. That was a pretty awesome stiff arm, actually. That was Jack Simons, the senior.
Like all the extra stuff coming in after he got there, because I don't want anybody to get injured being this late in the game. But he goes. Haven't seen anybody get hurt this game yet, so that's real good.
Stinsby under center at the 46.
It was a good call by the coach because they got the first down. But if that wouldn't have happened, they would have got the ball on 40 down, and you can't count that out. You can't count them out.
Middle, second pass of the day, and it's incomplete. Yeah, very first pass attempt. Passing player.
They only have one passing.
Well, I said it earlier, shy.
Yeah, that's a good cut by him. 44, seeing that the holes that he was trying to go for wasn't open, and he decided to cut it and make his own.
Again. And that'll bring up a fourth down. Oh, a 4th and a 1. Swanee's going to go for it. Swanee looking to go 2-0 for the first time since 2012. Swanee draws by chin. Dropped just and that'll be a turnover on downs. Riverside back. Goes deep, up, second pick of that. It's going to be Stevens on the right sideline. Move the ball back, 8:50 to go.
Where I live in Davidson County right now.
Nice. Nice. Well, we might delay going back up north. Just a tad little bit. There's a carry there to the left. Gain of a few on the play.
One thing I can take away from Riverside this game is they're good at tackling.
Yeah, they're very solid when it comes to fundamentals.
Most of the time, from what I saw, if somebody from Riverside gets a hand on you, they're bringing you down.
Yeah. Well, that's something we've seen in a lot of games. Is just solid tackling. I saw it last week when I went to the Webb Hendersonville Christian game. A lot of solid shoulder tackles, and that's what teams are working on more, and rightfully so. Stinsby, keeper to the left, just inside the 50. It'll be enough for the first down, though. Stinsby under center, hands it left to Simons. Simons breaks a couple tackles, and now a group of Knights bring him down. The 45-yard line. Now a second down and 5 to go. 7:38 left in the fourth quarter here in the ball game. Suwannee leads 21-0. Stinsby under center, takes the snap, play fake, he'll keep it up the middle. And he'll get dropped there. Now Trent, we've talked about Riverside's offense and defense, we've talked about Suwannee's offense. Let's talk about their defense a little bit. Posting a shutout, although they're in line for a shutout here at tonight's game. Of course, Riverside, they put up 20-something points on Classical. They put up 26 on South Haven last week. What has this Suwannee defense done? As we've got a player down on the field here from Suwannee. What has Suwannee done to kind of shut down this Riverside attack?
Really in the passing game, they have had, what, 2 interceptions?
Yeah, they've had 2 interceptions.
So that's pretty good because when they're facing Bowling Green and the very pass-heavy Bowling Green team, I don't remember if they had an interception that game or not. I think they have one.
I think they did have one, yeah.
And seeing that they've worked on their the passing that they need to get their defensive backs be able to stick on the wide receivers and their safety in the backfield, be able to watch the quarterback size, watch where he's going to throw it, and his movement of his where his body's position. And I think they really worked on that from the last offseason.
Yeah, for sure. So we've now got a 3rd down and about a yard to go for Suwannee. Let's see if Riverside can make the stop here. Hand off to the left to Simons, and then he's got the 1st down. Now, if you're a Riverside at this point, and you've seen all this running that they've done, and you've already got 8 guys almost in the box, as they call it. I mean, how many more, do you bring more guys to the line of scrimmage? Do you bring guys closer? I mean, you still have to be careful because they have tried to pass 2 times, but one was an interception, wasn't incomplete. So that's almost not a threat. So, I mean, do you bring guys closer up, or you just kind of do what you're doing now?
Well, if I was a coach, if I was in this position, 21-0, got 6 minutes, 20 seconds left to go, I'm letting my not as experienced players come out and play right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to put any more on the line. I'm not going to let my already tired players give them a chance of getting hurt. The game's going to be over. It's hard to say it as a player and as a coach. You don't want to. You always want to fight to the end because you don't want to be that person just to back out. But you got to let your your players that don't get as much experience in and get your really tired players. Some players have been playing the all game this game. It was really tired. It's a small chance of them getting hurt.
Right. Especially in a physical game like this, where there's just constant contact. If you're facing a passing attack, it's more of just a running situation where you can get gassed. But playing a run-heavy team, there's constant contact. Suwannee. They're going to give it to Suwannee. Say Suwannee got it, and that is the 5th. That is the 5th fumble of the night for Suwannee, the 6th turnover. Well, he might have been down. We might stay at 4.
A lot of clock has been chewed off since what I last said. I said 6 minutes, 20 seconds. 30 seconds ago.
Well, that's what happens when you stay in bounds, run the ball, just grind it out. That's their game. And I feel that'll be, I don't know about you, but I feel that'll be successful against a lot of teams here in the league. We're gonna call a timeout here. Suwannee will. 4:43 to go here in the ball game.
Now I'll be excited to see Suwannee starts playing some of their younger guys, bring them in, let them get some reps. Because I remember whenever I was playing, and I was there on the sideline for my freshman, sophomore year, and I didn't get to play that much. And you always want to give your guys that don't get to play that much, but they're always at practice. They're putting as much work as your star players are, maybe extra or something like that. But you want to let them have their chance because, you know, some of the parents might came out. You want to give them players some time to get some reps on the ball. You know, that's the best way to build up your team. So I would like to see if they swap some players out because they're up by 21 with 4 minutes 40 seconds to go. I'd like to see them let some younger guys get into play.
Quick shout out to the Stevens family watching the game from Haiti. We are worldwide. Stensby under center. He'll take the snap, give it to Simons to the left. Oh no, Stensby kept it, bounces it out past the 30. Now if you're Swanee, I mean, you know, you mentioned Riverside putting in some of the younger, less experienced players. If you're Swanee, I'm surprised they haven't done more of that with their guys. Well, I mean, they have about 10 guys here on the sidelines that they haven't.
What I just got done talking about, I was talking about Swanee.
Okay.
I guess you might not just caught
I was reading this amazing comment here on YouTube.
Whenever I said they were up 21-0, I feel like they should put in some of the younger.
Yeah, but I was asking about Riverside too.
Oh yeah, well I already talked about Riverside.
Okay. We're working on our chemistry here.
I'm not working on it. What's the fun?
We've got a 4th and 2 here coming up for Swanee, maybe 4th and 1. Stensby takes the snap, gives it to Simons on the left. He's got it across the 25. That's a first down. Yeah, he's got the first down. Gain on the play, so 4:16 to go here in the 4th quarter. Swanee leads 21-0. Now, Trent, we might have to go back on Max Preps, and we might mention this on the show Sunday, but I've got to go back on Max Preps and look for their last shutout. I don't know when the last time Swanee had a shutout. Carry there on the play. Gain of about, let's see what they give him. It'll be 2nd down. About 6 yards to go.
Yeah, and you can hear the crowd, you know, they're not as loud. I'm pretty sure they'll be loud when the buzzer sounds. But I really feel like if Swanee's going to try to push to get another touchdown, they need to let the younger players do that.
Yeah.
Because just right now, all your stars are still in, and you're still pushing up. When you're up 21, let your young guys let them get a chance to get this touchdown.
Carry there by, let's see who we've got. The far side. I'm going to say that's going to be Zeitler with the carry. 2:57 and counting to go here in the ball game. Now got a 1st and 10. Just outside the 10. 2:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. Stensby going under center, the senior. Now he did miss his whole junior year last year with an injury. Injury problems. Swanee struggled. They look strong this year though. Handoff across the 10-yard line. That should bring up about a 2nd down and 6. Ball spotted at the 9. Just over a minute to go. Stensby under center. And that should do it from Swanee here. We've got about 40 seconds left. We want to thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you catch Extreme Radio this Sunday, 4 p.m. All the best coverage, analysis, interviews, everything you want to know about Tennessee, Kentucky 8-man football. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. kickoff, Lighthouse Christian at Hendersonville Christian. Thank y'all so much for joining us and tuning in. Y'all have a great rest of the evening. Touchdown, Swanee. It'll be 28-0. There you go.